Welcome back to another brew day. So today I'm brewing up a Hazy Session IPA. So this is going to be a lower ABV Hazy Session IPA, to enable me to kind of get to that lower ABV but not lose any body and mouthfeel. There's a few things I'm going to need to do to help me achieve that. So firstly, I'm going to be adding some considerable amount of wheat malt, and also I'm adding some rolled oats to this. So that's going to give me a nice kind of silky mouthfeel and lots of body. So lower ABV, quite a lot of hops, but a nice silky mouthfeel as well. So my fermentables for this, and this is a 23 litre batch done on my brew in a bag system. 3.5 kilos of extra pale Maris-Otter malt, 500 grams of wheat malt, 200 grams of CaraGold, so that's going to give it a little bit of colour and also add to the body and mouthfeel of this. I'm adding some light Munich malt as well, 200 grams, so it's just going to give it a little bit more complexity to the malt and maybe add a little bit of colour as well. And 200 grams of rolled oats, so they're really just to give it that nice silky mouthfeel. So that's the fermentables. Hops wise, I'm shooting for 46 IBUs on this. So on the hot side, there's only 2 additions. So I'm going to be adding some Warrior hops at the start, which I'm only doing a 30-minute boil. 20 grams of Warrior hops. I've never used these. So these are an American hop, often used for bittering. The aroma descriptors are resinous, herbal and pine. So yeah, I'd probably normally use something like Magnum, but I'm giving these a little whirl. These are Warrior, so 20 grams of Warrior in at 30 minutes, it's going to give me 25 IBUs. The next hop addition is the hopstand. So I'm using 25 grams each of Citra, Galaxy and Mosaic. So I was watching a Brewlosophy video recently, and on there they stated that Kima Valley hops suggested this was kind of like the holy trinity of hops for hazy beers. So, you know, who am I to argue? So I'm going with this holy trinity of Citra, Galaxy, Mosaic, 25 grams each in a hop stand, and I'm doing a 30-minute hop stand at 80 degrees. So really sort of going to hopefully get the most out of those in the hop stand. So they're going to give me the remaining IBU, so I should get to 46 IBUs there or thereabouts. And then I'm going to be doing a dry hop for 3 days at the end of fermentation with another 50 grams each of Citra, Galaxy, Mosaic. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to get a nice hoppy beer. I'm using Crossmyleaf Clipper yeast, which is a New England IPA yeast, a New England ale yeast. So I guess a comparative strain might be London Ale 3 or WHC Saturated. It's the same kind of thing. So this is going to leave a bit of haze there as well. It's sort of medium floccating yeast. So yeah, that's going to leave a bit more haze in there. So this is also hopefully going to give me some nice juicy flavours as well. So it's going to add to my juicy hoppiness. What else is there to say? I didn't collect my RO water, so yeah, I failed there. So I'm actually using tap water. My tap water is very hard, so it's probably not best suited to this, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. In terms of additions, I mean, it's probably irrelevant to you because you're going to live in a completely different area, but I'm just having to add a lot of AMS acid to neutralise the amount of hardness in my water. So there's a big dose of that, and just 2.5 grams of gypsum, which is probably just going to hopefully help to elevate that kind of crisp bitterness in this. So that's it really. So, oh, the other thing I'm doing as well to help me achieve the body that I'm hoping to get in this is I'm mashing high. 70 degrees C is what I'm mashing at. So I'm mashing for 60 minutes at 70 degrees. What else is there? That's it really. So my mash is underway. Once that's done, I'll be bringing up to the boil, adding my warrior hops, and then it's just a hop stand, and then transfer to fermenter. So actually fairly straightforward brew. So yeah, I'll get a bit of footage on the way and see you back here for the tasting. Here it is, Hazy Session IPA. So it's been in the keg about a month now. I've been drinking it from about the first week it was in the keg. I have to say, it probably peaked around week 2. So about 4 weeks now. Hop aroma is just starting to sort of diminish a little bit, but don't get me wrong, this is still a very nice beer. As you can see, it's sort of finished up a very nice, bright, sort of golden, hazy colour. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. Actually, when it went into the fermenter and when it was fermenting, it probably looked like the least appealing beer that I've ever brewed. It looked like muddy dishwater, to the point where I was actually questioning whether it was worth putting the dry hop in. I thought it was kind of something had gone wrong. And yeah, I was questioning whether it was worth putting the 12 quid's worth of dry hop in. So I took a sample, tasted pretty good at the time. So I went for it, and I'm glad I did, because it's actually turned out pretty damn good, if I may say so myself. So I finished off at 10-12. So it's about 3.9% ABV, so exactly kind of where I was hoping it would end up. And yeah, it's as you can see, it's nice and hazy. So yeah, I think the objective has been met. It's a Hazy Session IPA, low strength, for drinking in the sunshine. Well, not much sunshine today, but there has been. Been enjoying it in the garden. Giving it to friends, they've enjoyed it in the garden as well. So anyway, let's get on to what it smells like. So it's the Citra Mosaic and Galaxy combo, and I have to say, those hops in combination, oof, absolutely spot on. I mean, it's everything you'd hope to get from those hops, and they just work in symphony. All their notes are perfectly coming together to create this beautiful song. That's all I can say. They really work well together, and it's definitely a combo I will be using in future. So on the nose, it's you know, you've got citrus, tropical fruits, mango, you know, all those kind of things, pineapple, bit of sort of grapefruit, apricot, it's all there, but it's all working in perfect harmony. So absolutely knockout aroma. Let's go in for a test. And yeah, oh, so good. So mouthfeel, as I expected, it's nice and silky, smooth, full-bodied, but without feeling too kind of pillowy. And there's quite a nice bitterness with this as well. So I think it was about sort of mid-40s IBU, and I think you probably, personally, I think you kind of need that to punch through and to balance out that sort of pillowy mouthfeel, so it doesn't, you know, become too flouncy. And it works really well. It's really balanced, and obviously you've got flavours of those hops. Drinks so well. The oats, I mean, give it that real silky mouthfeel. I did feel at first that probably I could dial down those oats, but I think as it's, well, as I say, we're in week 4 now, it seems to have balanced out a little bit. But I think maybe if I did it again, I might dial it down a little bit. So I might try with half of the oats to see how that works. But you know, it's really, really good. I mean, it's exactly what I was hoping for. And the clipper yeast has worked wonders on it as well. It has a nice sort of frothy head on it. And yeah, it's, you know, turned out probably one of my better beers. Gave it to a few mates, they were also very complimentary, and one of them summed it up, I think, perfectly in saying it's summer in a glass. So I think that is probably the best description you could give it. Summer in a glass, perfect for sitting outside in the garden without getting too wasted and enjoying a nice hoppy brew. So definitely chalking this one up as a success. And I will be making it again, maybe not this year, but it will definitely be a brew for next summer maybe. Yeah, I may adapt it, I'll see if I have a pining for a bit of hoppage. But yeah, anyway, cheers for now, and enjoy the rest of this one.